Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 124 here on season 1. Today, we are answering the question. Well, I guess not we. I am. I'm answering the question. Should I get stash also? So this question comes from Timothy Fizer, and he asks, or he says, thank you so much for answering my question, which was on a different video. I'll put that up there. As per asset allocation, my long term is already taken care of with his Roth IRA, which is doing a little bit over 11% this year. I also have a pension from my job. Just started at Acorns a few months back and already have a 1,000 in there. Robinhood just started and have invested much there, only in real estate investment trust, which I think is a good idea, and they are doing well. And then I'm also investing into Texas companies because of the hurricane. So it's just kind of paraphrasing it a little bit. And then he asks, should I get stash as well? If so, I could use your link to give back to you for all that you do and all the value you give to us young investors. I know it's not much, but it's a start. Random question of the day, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. So do I think that you should get stash along with your other accounts? For those of you guys who don't know, stash is just basically a hybrid between Acorns meets Robinhood. So you can only invest into ETFs. However, you make the investment. Where on Acorns, it's a robot advisor, and on stash or on Robinhood, you can invest into any stock that you want. For instance, like Apple. Where on stash, you can invest into an ETF, which might have a percentage in Apple. That's basically the only difference. However, along with stash, they also take $1 a month out of your account, where Robinhood takes no money from your account. And if you use your student email on Acorns, then they won't take any money out of your account for up to 4 years. So that's why I'm like, well, like, unless you're itching to invest more, which I understand, that's kind of why I have like 20 accounts anyways. But as far as growth goes on those accounts, like, you got to make sure that on your Acorns account or your Robinhood account, or your stash account, you generate an extra $12 that you want to generate somewhere else, because stash is going to automatically take that out of your account. So if you can't generate $12 back from stash, then you're going to actually lose money. And if you're losing money on there, then you got to make more money somewhere else in order to compensate. So it might be a better idea for you to take that money and invest into Acorns or Robinhood. And I think, honestly, the best option would be for you to put it into Robinhood and just buy some of the same ETFs that are on stash. So, for instance, like Defending America or Robots Rising or something like that, I would say you could buy those on Robinhood instead of paying $1 a month to hold them on stash. And this is not by far the fact that I don't like stash at all. I actually love stash. Stash is probably my favorite app. And that's why it's so hard for me to say that. But it's like, if you're already paying money for Acorns, so you got to generate $12 from Acorns at least, and then you got to generate another $12 from a stash. That's $24 a year that you got to make money back. So it's definitely going to hurt your profits quite a bit. At least the first couple years. I mean, towards the later years of your account, I'm sure it won't matter a whole lot. But that's if you don't already currently pay for your student. If you have a student promotion or whatever, then, like, I think that it would be. I don't see much of an issue with you opening up a stash account. However, on stash is the biggest count. That stash, I have the highest return from there. So it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, I could stick with Acorns and get a 10% return, where at stash now I think I have an 11% return or something like that. And then the only reason why I would suggest opening up a stash account is if Robinhood has been bad to you. So for, like, me, I think the first year I dropped, I want to say, like, $150 negative. So my account took a beating, where on stash I've actually just continued to generate. So Robinhood seems a little bit easier to get in and out of trades and to take your profits really early on. And so if you're one of those people that like to get in and get out, Robinhood's great for that, but it's also very deceptive, and so you can lose a lot of money. So if you've lost money on Robinhood, I would consider switching over to a stash where it's going to be more conservative kind of approach. But if you want my referral code, you can go to the description on what is Stash, and I'll link the video up right there. You go there, it'll be in the description. That's the only video besides my life vlogs that have that code. And you're more than welcome to use it. It doesn't really matter. It's only $5, so either way. But I appreciate the fact that you want to give back to me. Just seeing the videos being watched and hearing about people learning about investing and that kind of stuff from my channel is more than enough. So it's not really about the money for me, especially using my referral codes. But as long as you keep on watching and keep on learning, that's really all I care about. And anyways, let's go ahead and get into the question of the day. And that is, if your aunt, or as my wife says, aunt, had nuts, what would she be? So if your aunt had nuts, what would she be? Well, it depends what kind of nuts, but I think the nuts he's talking about would make she a he, and then she would be standing and peeing, I guess you see, something like that. But yeah, so I think that, well, I don't know. I think that she would be considered a male, but I could be wrong. Or not. I think the proper term now is non-binary. So we probably just call her non-binary, and then she's not either male or female, I guess. So anyways, if you guys have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, or Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, or coaching, feel free to post those down below, and I will get them on the next episode. But until next time, don't forget to subscribe right up here. Make sure to hit the bell also to get my notifications. Check out how I keep a 9% return on Stash, and then check out this other video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.